Good morning, Cersei. Hi, I'm Micah Pruitt.
And I'm Megan Bonner. This is our second episode of Too Much News.
In TP Broad Period 2, we worked really hard to produce this show.
We'll be right back.
It's winter once again, and it's not only the season for snowballs, but it's also the season for baseball.
Here's Jesse and Neil with a story about this year's tryouts.
The first day of baseball tryouts was November 30th. This day was full of introductions, rules, roll call, and expectations for every player who will make the team. Coach McCammon is excited for the tryouts.
You know, we're excited to get started. We feel like we've got a good group of players coming back this season, and we're anxious to get out on the field and get started. It's a game that I watch young players playing and helping them to develop to become complete players.
The rest of the week they were on the field, which truly tried the future prospect skills. They jogged, they caught, they sprinted, they batted, and listened to coach, among the many other things you do during baseball. Some players had different feelings about tryouts this year.
It's kind of nerve-wracking. I mean, being a freshman, I'm just nervous about it. It's cool to see the new faces and to see who's coming up, because you've heard the names and you've heard who's good, but it's nice to actually see them in action and see who all does well. It's pretty weird, I walked out here on the first day and it didn't really feel like I was a senior, because it just felt like any other year. But then I started thinking about it, that this was my last time to ever start a baseball season. So it's kind of weird, but I'm excited about it.
The coach and all the athletes have high expectations for a successful season.
This year, as a senior on the baseball team, I'm looking forward to, hold on, let me think about it. What am I looking forward to?
We're anxious to get back and try to win the conference title again.
I'm looking forward to 4 in a row, baby. So, a winning season, maybe state, just have fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how we adjust to losing people, but I think we'll do just fine, and it's going to be a great season.
So go out and support the team. Signing off for Lion TV, Too Much News, this is Jesse Cross.
The baseball team has continued to work hard, and their games will soon start.
Another team that has been working hard is wrestling.
Yes, here's Megan and I with a scoop on that.
With football season ending, it has allowed wrestling to begin.
I am very excited. And we had about 40-something kids come in. It looks like we're going to be pretty young this year, but man, the look of the kid and returning guys we got coming back, I'm very confident we're going to have a successful season.
I'm so excited about wrestling again this year. This is about my little wrestling guy, my wrestling buddies, and we're going to go out there and have a great year. They are so strapped, so strong, so muscled up. They're so aggressive. Come see them.
But with all the excitement, some haven't realized all the new changes for the team this year.
Me and Coach Evans has been out in Oklahoma observing the way some championship teams out there goes about business and stuff. And so we're going to kind of conduct our team this year the way they do it. And so it's going to be way tougher than it has in the past, but I think the results will be better.
One big difference this year is the team has no seniors.
We have a lot more freshmen and a lot less upperclassmen.
We lost a couple seniors that provided a little bit of leadership but don't worry, man, we don't have a senior. I think there's a lot of hype about, having senior leadership and this and that. Wrestling's a little bit different. It's the one who wants it the most and who has the most heart. That's who's emerged as your leaders, regardless what class they're in.
Even with the lack of experience, expectations are still very high.
I'm expecting every guy to make it to the state championships, and I'm expecting state contention. I'm expecting us to finish in the top 3. I'm expecting somebody's going to win the state championship this year. We've been so close every year.
Very high expectations. We had 5 kids last year wrestling for places. We had 4 wrestling for state championships, and we come up short in every one of them. I feel very strongly that this year we could walk away with at least 3 state champions.
When someone mentions state, there are always a few people that come to mind.
Kids that we really think could be wrestling for a state championship. We got Burns, we got Crawford, we got Pruitt, we got Seiler, and Hightower.
Out of the 5 meets they've competed in so far, Brett Seiler and Austin Burns have come out undefeated. For Lion TV Too Much News, this is Megan Bonnet.
The wrestling team has a meet every Tuesday and Thursday. For more information, talk to Coach Leonard or any other wrestler.
Have you seen the gas prices lately?
Yes, they're out of control. Here's Dylan with more about that.
As everyone goes to and from school and work, everyone has been affected by inconsistent gas prices. Many people are frustrated with the inconsistency of gas prices.
It's very frustrating because you try to do a monthly budget because the money is tight, and when the gas prices change up and down, it makes it really hard to set a budget for that.
Many have different opinions on what causes prices to go up and down.
I think it truly is a supply and demand issue. The more they have on hand, the lower the price goes. The less they have on hand, the higher the price goes.
I really try to get all of my trips done in one shot. I also don't run to Little Rock just for fun. So it's cut out a lot of just going for fun.
Many buy gas for more than themselves, spending close to $100 a week.
I have kids that drive, so I buy gas for them as well. So in a week, we spend about $95 on gas.
Many people would like to see gas below $3.
I'd love to see it at $2.85 a gallon before Christmas. I know that's 20 cents or 25 cents, but I think realistically it could happen.
I would love to see it see the first number be a 2 instead of the $3 range. I'd love to see $2 and something. That would be really nice.
For Lion TV Too Much News, I'm Dylan White.
Hopefully the prices drop soon because I don't want to keep paying that much.
The gas prices depress me. Do we have any more sports news?
Yes, we do. Last semester, there was a boys' PE class that was Omega Superbly super competitive. Here's Adrienne and Jessica with that story.
The SHS Annex is not just another gym. During 6th period, it's a fierce competition between new freshmen and one crazy senior. Coach Leonard is very impressed by his unusually competitive class.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good mix of 9th graders, and we have I think the majority of them is 9th graders, but we have a couple of seniors in there, which makes it a pretty competitive class.
Corey Webb even admits that freshmen have a much harder time.
Just like any other grade, there are the cool ones, that are really easy to get along with, and there are the ones that are not as easy to get along with, but that's okay because I'm sure I was that way. I was one of those guys.
Corey, he tries to bully around some of them.
There are a few students that stand out to Coach Leonard.
Well, you got for sure, we got a couple of seniors that's real competitive. Corey Webb's very competitive, and you got a couple of the 9th graders, that's Sam Willoughby and Jacob Sexton, that he don't like it when they beat him, so and they beat him on a regular basis, so Corey stays mad about half the time.
Overall, the boys' 6th period PE class was one of Coach Leonard's best. The boys were competitive and completed the task of beating Corey Webb. For Too Much News, this is Jessica Etheridge.
Wow, Corey must be very sad.
Have you heard about the business One Bright Hour?
Well, I have, but have you?
Last year, a group of high school girls from Searcy started a business.
We got started. I was looking for a way to use my Cricut machine, and I ran across a great idea that was similar to this, and I made one for myself thinking it was cute, and so the girls liked it and they wanted to make one.
The girls' business, One Bright Hour, involves many steps in making these inspirational scripture boards.
Well, first you pick out a verse, and if you want a certain color for the letters, then you spray paint the board that color, and then you stick on the letters and put them on the board in like a certain order, and then you spray over that with the background color, and then you pick out a stencil and pick out the colors for that, and then whenever you get it how you want it, you peel off the letters.
So the girls liked the boards, and they decided they wanted to try to do some, so they did, and then they decided they wanted to sell the boards, so I rented them some space at the Bee's Knees, and they've been selling there ever since.
We've had a lot of people come in looking exactly for these scripture boards, and we just get a lot of all kinds of comments.
For Lion TV News, this is Jessica Etheridge.
If you want more information, check out the One Bright Hour Facebook page.
Well, that's all we have for this show.
I'm Micah Pruitt.
And I'm Megan Bonner.